not be out here today. The Esquivel-Hernandez family are just trying to live. Why is it so hard to live?
Not one more! Not one more! Not one more!
Stop racist deportation! Working people have their nations!
Dignity! Not deportation! Dignity! Not deportation! Bring Martine home! 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 Bring Martine home!
I usually do work for the Thomas Merton Center, and the Thomas Merton Center is it's a resource center for all sorts of activist projects. And the one that I'm working on is the Martin campaign. And it launched after our compañero Martin Esquivel-Hernandez was taken on May 2nd from his home by ICE agents. He has 3 children, Shayla, who's 11 years old, Luz, who's 9, and Alex, he just turned 5 actually. Very, very resilient kids, I would say. They don't know too much about what's going on with their father. They just know that he's not there, but they don't understand the legal stuff, and understandably, they shouldn't be exposed to that kind of thing. They're already tackling a lot. So Martin joined the military. The neighborhood that he lived in was unfortunately gang-ridden. So once he started doing his work, the gangs felt, I assume, threatened and probably unsafe with having a military man living amongst them. So they took actions against him. They set his house on fire, broke his windows. There was one instant when they thought that Martin was home, but his brother was, and they came in with the intentions to attack Martin, and instead they found his brother and attacked him as well. And at that time, Alma was pregnant with her 3rd child, Alex, and they didn't want that violence to keep on increasing, especially with a newborn child in the house. So they already had young children being surrounded by this kind of violence, and at some point enough is enough. Their government couldn't protect them, so they had to seek their own refuge, and that happened to be in California. Martin was a community leader in the Pittsburgh growing Latino community. He took it upon himself to help out with the Latino assessments set out to do, which was a project to find out what goals and dreams the Latino community had with living in Pittsburgh. Martin facilitated a bunch of meetings. He volunteered regularly in his children's schools. The main dream that he came to find out through his research in the community was family reunification. The oldest daughter, Shayla, had to take on sort of that parent role and step in and take care of her young children, and it's been pretty hard on her, I think. Children aren't regularly resilient. I think we all know that, but I think these kids just kind of push those boundaries, and they're inspirational, I would say. They muster up the courage to speak at every action. The mother usually just advises them to speak from the heart and in the moment, and they do. Whenever they do, it's very beautiful. They've been in a very hard place. It was hard for Alma to find a job, and we've had to make all sorts of accommodations for the children to make sure that they feel safe and comfortable, and that their emotions are being taken care of. And we are extremely thankful for all the people who have supported the family on a personal level, not only throughout the campaign and showing up to actions, but also donating a bunch of basic needs that the children have. So it's been hard, but it's also allowed for a lot of community support too. It's been growing. It's at first it was a little rough because it's one thing to say that you stand for immigrant rights, but I think Pittsburgh has a rough time standing for undocumented rights. But Martin is the kind of man to inspire that kind of support. I don't think that we would be doing this for just about anyone. I think when we found out it was Martin, it was almost like an obligation to stand for him. And I think the community has understood that a lot more now.
I want to acknowledge the good work and the organizing that has been put behind this coalition and coalitions like this across the country. It is without these kinds of people and this kind of work that we cannot succeed and we cannot move forward. We don't know what's going to happen, but what I see in front of me is a strong community, and we're ready to fight, and we're ready to go forward. What has happened to my team's family and families across the country is unacceptable. To prevent this in the future, we are asking Pittsburgh City Council to declare Pittsburgh a sanctuary city. Many of the groups here support this, and we look forward to working together to make Pittsburgh a sanctuary city for all.